Hey guys, here is another option. Here's the third option in our planner journey. This one is from Plum Paper, plumpaper.com, and I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the box. And it comes wrapped in this little cellophane bag here. Let me go ahead and get that out. Sorry about the noise. There we go. So this is a 2016-2017 calendar, and it's a 12-month calendar. And I think I'm pretty almost 100% positive you can start on whatever month you want on Plum Paper. Don't take me as 100% correct on that, but I'm pretty sure that you can. And apparently they have a new water-resistant, tear-proof, rigid, and sturdy cover material. This is sample try me. Oh, I guess this is a sample. Oh, well, let's try. Oh, wow. Okay, look, I'm giving it, oh, look at here. It's not, well, there you go. So there you go. It worked. Okay. So like I said, this is a Plum Paper planner, and they did send this to me, and they also gave me a 10% off coupon code for my subscribers, and that will be in the description box below. And it also expires like August 31st, 2016, I'm pretty sure. So if you want to go check them out, be sure to do that right away so you can get your 10% off. And it's for their website only, because they actually have an Etsy store too, but it only works on their website, which is www.plumpaper.com. I'll put that in the description box below too, a link to that. So I did get it customized. It says Jenofeve design. Let me move this. Apparently there's a plastic cover, which is fine. And then that's on the front and the back, it looks like. And then there's their new cover material. So, anywho's, there's my custom Jenofeve designs. And I got this pretty little purple polka dotty looking cover, and I think it looks pretty. Alright, so let's just jump right in. I can already tell it's different than the other planners because it's got colored tabs, which is okay, I guess, but let's see how much color is in the planner itself. It says the planner belongs to 2016 year, 2017 year, special dates for the year, okay. Ideas, plans, and goals, I guess one for each month. And then the dividers are kind of a coated cardstocky, and it has a little bit of a herringbone on there, and so a J for July. On the other side of the divider is monthly highlights, goals, and birthdays, events, things to remember. That's kind of cool. And then there's a note page. One thing I'm telling you right now that I've noticed right away is the paper is lovely. It's so smooth. I've got a thing about paper and how it feels. This paper is so nice. I like the paper. We'll see. We'll test out pens to see how it works on this paper surface. And then there's the month. Yeah, and there's just a little bit of color. Not too much. There's a little bit of color on the top, and then there's color down here at the bottom. That's not too bad. And then there's color on the weekly, just right here on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the July, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday color. That's not bad. I can totally handle that. It's not too overpowering. There's just a little bit. I like there's a little list over here, and I like that there's no times. This is a vertical calendar, so I don't remember if you have a choice. I think you do have a choice. I should have done, I mean, I did all of this. I did look at it when they asked me what specifics I wanted. So I did go look at their website, but then I guess I've forgotten, which happens to me all the time. Too much info in the head, can't keep it all straight. Okay, and then I've got some note sheets, And I believe these are add-ons. You can add on note sheets in between each month or in the back or wherever you want them. You can add those things in. So I did. I added some lined note pages. And then there's August. The colors aren't too bad on the tabs. And then in the back here, let's see. Let's get to the back. It ends on June 27th. With some more note pages, and then there's got a meal planner section. So I thought this would be cool and helpful because I always forget, well, what did we eat last week? What did we eat the week before that? Yeah, so it's got like week 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this is the groceries you need to buy for your meals, and then here's your monthly meals. I guess you could just write them down. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm assuming there's at least 12 sheets of that. There's probably a little more, but so that's kind of cool. And then meal ideas. Yeah. So we're going to try to get some use out of that. Favorite meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It says recipe, but I'm not sure what that means. I mean, you can't write the whole recipe in that spot. So maybe I'll do a little bit more research on that. And then your favorite takeout restaurants. Well, that's interesting. Restaurant, phone number, favorite dish. Well, that's a good idea, even if it's not for takeout. And then I also added on this budget section. So you can write, I'm not sure I would write all of my bank account information on this page, but there it is if you want it. And then monthly assessment. I wonder if there's one for each month. There is. Okay, so you got your total income, your total expenses, net income, checking account balance, starting balance, ending balance. Yeah, wow, you can really keep track. And then it says net gain / loss, this month's goals, savings goals, debt goals, notes. That's kind of cool. I like the monthly assessment. That's really neat. And then the monthly budget, the item, the budget, the actual, the difference, the notes. Yeah, so like if I'm going to the grocery store and I'm giving myself $100 and I actually spend $150, then I'm, obviously $50 behind in my budget. So this is cool. I like this. This will be interesting to help me keep up with because I'm bad. I usually pay my bills once a month, and that's terrible. Okay. What do we got back here? Monthly expenses. It says cash flow, income, expenses, giving, savings, debt. And it's for every month, dollar amount, notes. That's cool. My bills. I wonder if this is like a yearly thing. It says bill, the dollar amount, the date. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I guess it's like a checklist when you what's due and when you have to pay it. Like if you were maybe a reoccurring thing to make sure that you pay it. That's a good idea. My son needs that. And then debt tracker. Starting interest paid, like for credit card and that kind of thing. Okay. And then here is some dot paper. Just a couple sheets of dot paper. That's exactly what it is. I don't know if you can see it real good on camera. Just little dots. That'd be good for practicing brush lettering. And passwords. Writing all your passwords down. I'm not sure that's a good idea, especially if you take this around with you. That's probably not a good idea. And if you leave it at home even, it might not be a good idea. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That needs to be like a thing you keep hidden away. We'll see. My accounts, my contacts. Contacts, holidays. That's important. I always do that. What day is that on? Then 2018, and then here's some stickers. A couple sheets of stickers that I am assuming like they match, it looks like, each month. Well, no, because there's only 8 months. Well, let's see. Let's put this one in July because it looks like it's close to the right color. Let's just pick a day here. I'm assuming it fits on the monthly and the weekly. It does. That's cool. I'll try to peel that up later, see if it works. Let's see what else. And then there's a pocket. Oh, that's not, oh, pocket on both sides. I like that. So that's good. And then there's the back cover. And it's also that same cover material and then the plastic. So, okay, so I'm gonna get my pens together and we're gonna do some testing. Okay, so I got me some pens. Where do I want to start? Well, let's just use this note sheet right here. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with my Sharpie. And it will probably bleed through because Sharpie bleeds through everything. Well, just barely. You probably can't even see. Just 2 little tiny spots actually bled through. So that's interesting. Then let's go to the Papermate Flair. They all write so far. Both of them write really lovely. That one, no bleed through at all, and you can barely see it. Let's do this Pilot that JetPens sent me, JetPens. I will link these pens below too. What's this? This one just says Pilot. This one's got the 2 ends, so I'm going to do both. That one's still a little wet. I mean, that just blows me away that there's no bleed through on that. I mean, look at that. No bleed through. This paper's so nice. I love this paper. Okay, and then let's do the Touch, also sent to me by JetPens. This is I'm pretty sure, I think I said it was Pentel last time. Now I can't find it. Yeah. So pretty. That one acted slightly different than normal. Let me see if it was just a fluke. It almost looks like the ink might be separating just slightly. I know that kind of sounds a little odd. Nothing is bleeding through. Let me grab another color of that just to see if it's a thing. Just remember, I really like these. Yeah, these may not work on this planner. It's breaking apart a little bit, if that makes any sense to you guys. And then, of course, my Uniball Signo. I'm gonna write on here. Well, I didn't write that very nice. Looks good. It writes on there really nicely. I just didn't write it very nice. And still, the Sharpie's the only one that had the teeniest bit of bleed through so far. I did, remember Tombow sent me this pink one, and I got, I'm sorry, JetPens sent me that pink one, and I went and bought more. And I said, I don't know why I didn't get a black. Well, I did. I went and got a black one. I couldn't help it. So there's one side. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know about that. Check that out. I don't know if you can see it. I wish I could know if you've seen it. Let's do a different color. And see, it's kind of breaking apart. Well, that part didn't, but oh. yeah, this one's kind of breaking apart too. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. The nib isn't as bad as the brush end. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, and I also wanted to try these pens. These two are also Uniball Signo. One's Impact. Uniball, no, they're not, yeah, no. They're not Signo. Uniball Gel Impact. So I wanted to see how these wrote on here. Let's see. Pretty sure they're gold and silver. Yeah. Ooh, that's so pretty. It's got a slight bit of a sparkly. I like that. I don't know if these are waterproof, so I'm going to have to test that out. Oh, you can't hardly see this silver. Kind of looks like pencil. A little sparkly pencil. You can't hardly see it. And then I also wanted to chill out. Check out this Jelly Roll metallic pen. Let's see. I don't know how you spell it. Jelly Roll. Sakura. Yeah, better go ahead and write that on there so I know. That's what I was looking for to begin with. I thought that's what it was, but I didn't see it right off the bat. That rolled pretty good on there too. Look at that. That's like crazy gold. Really gold. Okay, and then of course, I want to try my cheapy watercolors and see how they do on here. Does this one have, yeah. I'm going to use this one right here. And I'm also going to try out the Radiant Concentrated Watercolor that I did in my brush lettering video that I used there. I want to see how it does in this planner. It takes it pretty nice. Wow, that's really cool. There doesn't seem to be any warpage, maybe just a tiny bit right there. Huh, that's interesting. It's got to be the paper. Alright, then let me try out this Radiant Concentrated Watercolor by Dr. P.H. Martin. I have a feeling this one might be too concentrated, but everything else is done so well. Why not? Oops, don't like that. So yeah, this is just my Tim Holtz water brush. I'm just gonna write. I don't like it when I've got a big dip right there that my hand has to rest on. That's the ugliest writing ever, but there it is. Oh, I just don't, look at all that color. Good grief. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. OMG. Wow. Okay. Let me dry these two real quick. That's just amazing. It's just amazing. Amazing. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I dried it really quick, and I wanted to get it up close to you so that you could see there's barely any kind of wrinkling in the paper at all. This is some really good quality paper. Good grief. That is awesome. Okay, I also wanted to check out, let me get all that pink out of my brush. Good night. I wanted to see if these were waterproof. Oh, look, they're still pink. I mean, really? Oh. Okay. Let me do the gel. They're still pink coming out. That is so not cool. I think it gets kind of sucked up in there. It does a little bit. There's a little bit of movement. Just a little bit. Not too bad. And then let's check out the Secura. Wow, I'll learn how to say that one day. Oh, that was surprisingly stayed put. Just a tiny bit of movement. Was there anything else I wanted to try out? No, I think I've tried them all out before. I did want to, I noticed in my last planner video when I did that it seeped, you know, that it bled through the back of the page. So I wanted to see if it happened again. Nope. Alright, let me dry this and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got everything all dried up. And I'm still astonished that there's no bleed through on anything. I mean, you can maybe see it just barely and not really, and you have to really hold it up to the light a certain way, but check it out, that's so cool. Okay, so let's see, today is the 25th of July, and I thought I would see if I could write, or should I use, let's use this since I got this up. If I could write on here small enough. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of pigment, that same pigment that I put out there to test it out on that page. Let's see, let's write film. Planner. Video. I can, look at me. I don't know, does the green bother me against the pink? I don't think so. I think it's okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we noticed that there's a lot of color in my brush. I'm just going to go down here, might as well add pink to it. So that's, you know, that's kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't bother me, the green. I don't know how much I'll pay attention to the color as I'm working in it. So I now have 3 planners that I'm going to continually like mess with and see which one I enjoy using the most. I also wanted to give you a couple ideas. One thing I've noticed when I've been working with these planners is that I'm having a hard time finding the page that I'm on, right? So they sell these magnet, what are they called? Magnet. This is me and my big ideas. The price tag's covering it up. Magnet clips is what it says. So they sell these really cool clips, right, which is awesome. And they hold good, which, again, awesome. But one thing I've noticed about these clips is, you know, what if I don't want that on there? What if I want to modify this? Because, you know, I don't know, like this one says, life is so good, which is nice, but if I have it on the side of the page, it's sideways. The heart's the same way. It's cute, so it needs to be, you know, it needs to be this way. So what I thought I would do is show you some different ways. One, to modify these, and then show you a few different other ideas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to grab a hold of this edge here and pull this shiny plastic part off, which should not be hard at all. That's nothing, that's not shiny left over. And then I'm going to use whatever adhesive, let's see, what should I use? I'm just going to use my fiber tack. And I'm just going to not be too crazy with the glue, but I'm just going to go around the edges. that, and I'm going to do a little swirly, swirly, swirly. And then I'm going to place it on down to black cardstock. You could use whatever cardstock you want. I'm just using black because the magnets are black, and if I mess up and cut it wrong, you won't be able to tell. So then you just want to place that down. I use the edge of the paper, this black cardstock, to line it up. No big deal. And then you want to let that dry. So while that's drying, I have another idea that I think is adorable. These are spare part charms, gold tassel charms from Hobby Lobby, and they're 6 in a pack and at $4, but a lot of times they do 50% off, so you know, you get it for $2. These are super cute, but look, put it on a gold paper clip, right? Isn't that cute? It's so simple, like it just slides right on. It doesn't have to be a gold paper clip, but it just slides right onto that there. Well, just like that. So then when you're marking your page, like if I want to refer back to every time, you know, I try a pen or something in my planner, I've got me a cute little tassel right there. Or I can put it at the bottom of the page so that it's not in the way over here. See, look, that's cute, and it hangs out the bottom, right? That's easy, simple, fun. So I like that. I think that's like the easiest thing ever, and it's cute. So there's one idea. Okay, so I've been playing around with these different magnet sheets that are available. There's some in the craft section, there's some in the office store, like this is Staples. You can print your own magnets. There are business card magnets. There are these magnets that are also in the same section as these craft magnets, but these are too heavy. They don't, I did like a little mock one here. The bottom falls off the page. It's just too heavy. So I don't advise you using this one. This magnet is too thin. This stinks. I've tried to make a few with it, but it just will not hold on to the page. So ixnay this. I mean, obviously it's great for a photo, but it's not if you want it to hold on to a page. So ixnay those. And then this, it works okay. Here's one right here that I used with this magnet sheet. I mean, let me show you how thin it is. Look at this. It's so, I mean, it's so thin. It's almost the size of a piece of paper. So, you know, I tried to make one with that, and it holds okay. See? It holds okay. But it's not as strong as I would like. Actually, I made several with that. Here's another one. And it holds. It holds okay. It's not, you know, it's not as great as the ones that you buy at the store. So, okay. But anyway, so that's an option. But these business card magnets, they're not too terribly thin. They're not too thick. And they seem to work pretty good. So they also have a sticky back. So what I'm going to do, and believe it or not, punches can go through it. So I'm going to, this is a Stamp It Up punch. I don't know if it has a name or not. It's just a heart punch. I don't even know if it's still available. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut or punch, ouch, this heart out. I squeezed my, look at there. I got me a little yucky blister. So I punched my heart out, and then what I want to do is I want to find where it's going to stick best to the back side of the magnet. Do you know what I mean? See, that seems like it's holding on pretty good right there. So I need to be able to reach it though, don't I? How's that one holding on? That's pretty good. So I'm gonna punch it out from here. Whoa. Try not to pinch my finger again. Right? So they should fit perfectly together. So then what I want to do is I'm going to take the same cardstock that I glued my other one down to, And I'm going to stick this punch in here. And I'm going to leave where that folded edge is. Can you see that this is the folded edge right here? So I'm not going to stick it over here in the middle. I'm going to leave it where there's a gap. Do you see the gap there? So I'm going to leave a bit of a gap so that it'll fold over on itself. Just like that. So that's what I mean. I left that little gap right there. So now it's together. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and where's my scissors? Whoa. These are Tim Holtz scissors. They cut through everything. And then I'm going to cut somewhere between 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch of that side off. So now it looks like that. Right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sticker back off. And I'm going to stick it down to the heart. I'm going to try to line it up as best I can, but since it's black cardstock, black magnet, if it's off a hair, and it is, and that's, you know, that's not terrible. I can totally trim that up, and you probably can't even tell. So then I'm going to take this sticker back off, and I'm just simply going to try to line it up and close it up. There. Now one thing I've noticed that the more magnet surface there is, the better it will stick to your page. So let's test it out here. And if you don't trust that that magnet sticky back glue, you can add your own glue. So yeah, look, it's doing good. Yay. Right? So then you can decorate it. But before we decorate it, let me cut this one out. So what I'm going to do, look, I got magnet stuck. So I'm just going to roughly cut it out this way. And then before I cut off the tails, I'm going to go ahead and bend it back together and give it like I wanted to make sure that if it's going to move any, it's going to move now, you know, if it's not completely dry. So then you just want to trim around the edges as carefully as you can. Of course, some of these you could use a craft knife, it might be better. And that's not very neat, but that's okay. There we go. This side I didn't trim very neatly. Right? And then if you want to, there's like a little notch taken out right here. You can do that again if you want to, but I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So you can see I got off there just a little bit. So I'm going to take, let's see, what do I got sitting right here? I'm just going to take this Tombow marker since it's sitting right here. I wonder if it'll cover it. Yeah, it did. Okay, so now we've modified that magnet. So if it says something you don't like, or if it's the color you don't like, just go ahead and stick it down to something else. So I've already done one. What did I do with that? Here it is. This was an arrow, and it was like striped colors or whatever, and you know, it was fine, but I didn't like it. So I just took a white, this one is the Uniball Signo broad white pen, and that's what I did on this side. That's what I used right there. It just says today. And then on the flip side, I just wanted to see if it worked, one of these acrylic paint pens, Molotow. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. Moloto. Anyway. There you go. So anyway, and it's a little bit crisper. Let me open it up so you can see. It's a little bit crisper than the other side. See, this kind of skipped and whatnot, and this one didn't. So, and this one's also permanent. I'm not sure. I don't know if this one is resistant to water or not. So yeah, so I just took, whoa. I was gonna say, I know that goes on there. Of course, you want to shake this up. I'm gonna start with just doing little dots, and then maybe a dot in the middle, right? And these come in different widths. The nibs come in different widths, which is fun. And I'm gonna draw a line in between. Okay, I think I'm gonna write, whoa, fun day on here. That'll be fun. Just something simple, no big deal, right? So you write whatever you want on them. You know, there's the heart one. What if you just wanted to do polka dots? I don't know why I say polka dots, it's weird. So you can just put polka dots on there. Look, I did it again, polka dots. Right, so then you could do that on both sides. That's cute. I might have to take a minute and really get these to be the right size. Or use a dotting tool or something. I really like this pen. I don't think they're uber cheap, but there's a lot of white pigment in there, and there's a ball in there, you shake it up. So that's fun. And then these are fun. These are just these little, like, whoops, banners, right? They're just like little banners, like in Hobby Lobby. They're almost, you know, they almost always go on sale. And there's 2 colors in each one, right? So I made this black and gold one, and all I did was put a strip of magnet, one on each side, and then I tied it here through the little eye holes, and that's it. So let's test them out on our planner real quick. It's the same thing with this one. That one's also one that I used. This one I used the really thin stuff. So let's test this out, shall we? Yeah, I mean, you can totally hear it. Yeah, totally awesome. So these will work in any planner. Obviously, you probably wouldn't have this many on one page or in one planner, but check it out, right? So even my homemade ones are holding on just like the store-bought ones. So I'm pretty excited about that they're hanging on so well. So, anywho's, so I'm going to be messing with all of my planners. Don't forget that there is a 10% off. Is it 10% or $10? I'm 10% off your purchase discount code in the description box below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.